Okay. Couple reminders, ladies and gentlemen. Today is 9/28/2020, which is Monday. Let's talk about a few things that I need to go over. It is the final 3 weeks of the first quarter. That means we only have this week, next week, and one more week before your actual report card comes out. If you fail, what happens? If you fail, you will lose, well, not lose, you will possibly Possibly, I say possibly because you may possibly lose credit. What does that mean? So, when you graduate, you have to have a credit for every single class. If you lose credit for a class, you can't graduate. So, if you can't graduate, you don't get a diploma. And I know a lot of us have that goal to graduate high school. So, you need to make sure you don't fail. What can you do to fix it? Come to tutorials. You can either message me, text me, set up an appointment, whatever you need to do in order to come to tutorials, or check it out. A lot of us need to um, take advantage of the link that I always have right here. Check it out. So I'm going to go to our home page. You see my beautiful face, and then you see these links right here, tutoring hours, boom. You're going to want to click that. You click that, and you should be able to see that I'm in the hours. You join it, you ask me questions, and we move on from there. Obviously, if I'm not there, just not call me, text me or message me, and we'll see what we can do to help you. For my office hours, I may be in and out, so just make an appointment with me, and we could take care of that. Okay. Today is just a review for a retest. I'm gonna post um, your grades. If you failed, click the you failed retest and check it out. I'm gonna go over each question and we'll see who gets 100 on the retest. Because if you don't, that's gonna be a humongous thing. How in the world? Okay, function, not a function. So you're looking for where the x's don't repeat. So I need to make sure I look at all these x numbers and decide, okay, it says which one is a function. I'm sorry. So we have to make sure we look at the one that is a function. So we're not reading. Isn't that crazy? I think we all should know how to read. So it's asking for a function. So we look at which ones are not repeating. Oh, there's an issue right there. Oh, there's an issue right there. Those are X's repeating. Oh man, there's a humongous issue right there. So you should be able to answer this question. Next one. Maybe that's why we're not doing so well. Got to read. All right, we had a lot of people asking about sequences. So we need to come up with my formula, which is my AN equals DN plus A0. But before I do that, they gave me a sequence. I need to be able to turn that sequence into something, and we should be all right. All right. So we got -12, -6, 0. Where am I getting these numbers? They're right here. 6, 12, 18. Hey, guess what? I need to find the pattern, the difference, my D. How did I get from there to there? Sir, I don't know. It's negative. Hey, guess what? If you don't like negatives, come to the positives. How did I get from 0 to 6? I added 6. How did I get from 6 to 12? We added 6. So the pattern is plus 6. That's my D. Now we have a bunch of 6's everywhere, but this is a positive 6, so that should narrow down my answer choices. Next, I need to find my A0. That doesn't look like a nice A0. A0. So in order to find my A0, I know going this way, we're adding 6. But if I go the other way, if I come in this direction, let me use a different color. I don't like that one. If I come in this direction, I won't be adding 6. I'll be subtracting 6. Holy bejesus. But, sir, I don't know how to do negative 12 minus 6. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a beautiful calculator right there. You're going to put it in. I don't want to do that right now because it's going to come out, and I'm writing on it. So take that calculator, put negative 12 minus 6, and you should get negative 18. Now I have some beautiful information. I have my D. I have my A0. Put them together right here, and you get your answer. Crazy, crazy. Next one. Oh, just before I move on, calculator's right there. So if you did want to see how it looked like, negative 12 minus 6. Click your enter. Holy bejesus, that's what I had just got earlier. Next one. True or false? Ladies and gentlemen, you got to double check everything to ensure that it is working. So let's do the first one. So f of negative 1, okay, equals x squared plus 6x plus 1. So I need to remember that this negative 1 is my x because it's f of x. It even says right there, f of x. What do I do with that negative 1? Anywhere I see it, I put it. Parentheses, negative 1 square plus 6, no x. We're going to put negative 1 plus 1. Sir, but I don't know how to do all that rumble jumble. Guess freaking what? I'm going to exit out here. Come to the calculator. Holy bejesus. Parentheses. Oh, sorry, I forgot to take off the 18. Let me clear it. Sorry. Parentheses. Negative 1. Parentheses. Square. So that's telling me it's going on the top. It's okay. It looks a little funny. Plus. Oops, wrong one. Plus 6 parentheses. Negative 1 that we had earlier. Plus 1. Oops. Plus 1 equals. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Check it out. Is that true? Yes. So I have to go through each one to tell me if all of them are true. If they're all true, then you select true. If one of them is false, then of course you would click false. Not going to go on with that since we should be able to do it. Hopefully. Next. Okay. Now, I wonder if we could zoom in on here. Oh, okay, great. I didn't know we could zoom in, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Had a couple people message me saying, "Sir, I don't know what all this junk is." Don't worry, I didn't go over it because it's kind of um not important because out of all this stuff, I should be able to recognize one thing, which is what? That plus 7. And all of us know when I see a plus 7, I should be able to do what? Add it to that 18. Now they're asking for A5. So if I did my table, I know this is A0, and then we have A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. And this A2 is 18, so I go to A2, I put 18. And because they're telling me to add 7, I go plus 7. Get my answer. Plus 7. Get my answer. Plus 7. So I get to A5. And then I put that lovely number right here. And you should get it right. Let's see how many people do a great job of watching this video and retesting. Let's see. Okay. Now, I went over this with a few people because they wanted to know, what do I do? I gave you a hint. I said, use Desmos. Okay. There's going to be a big indicator when I graph that function. I have it right here, I think. Yeah, it's right there. It gives me this beautiful line, and I need to remember that these are arrows, so that these are going forever and ever. And I'll even give you the biggest hint. For my domain, it's my X value. For my range, it's my Y value. And I'll give you the biggest hint. It's touching all my X numbers because it's going like this. It's going forever and ever like this, touching all my X values. So if it's touching all my X values, I know that this is three beautiful words. And it looks something like this. Three beautiful words. I can't really give you much. And for range, looking at the Y, it starts somewhere going this way, it's going down, and boom, it's right here at 61. I can't really give you that much information. You have to recall, I went over it on one of the domain and range videos. You have to go back and look for it. All right, what's next? Are we almost done? Yeah, one more. Nice. Ooh, this is a good problem. Right away. Oh, shoot. Right away, it's asking for domain. Oops, sorry, I thought I had the highlighter. I need to remember from the doctor XY, my domain is something. So that tells me I'm looking at this. So then I make sure I cross out the correct answers. And then, because it's talking about the X, and I make sure I look at the X numbers, I put the right number, and then I know it's going up. But because it's the X number, I should be able to conclude, is it my -2 or is it the 4 something? So you have to make sure you know you're highlighting the correct stuff and deciding what the answer is. But those were the most missed questions for the test. If you're not doing the test, you're not doing work, you will fail. So make sure you're doing everything you need to do to succeed. The class is not that difficult. And if it is difficult, like I said, come to my tutoring hours homepage, click the tutoring links, and you'll see me right there. Remember, if you're not on Remind, add me right there to the class code. Text me, message me, all that good stuff, and I'll talk to y'all later.